As a technical researcher myself, I do care a lot about whether we're having AI as a tool to enable the global sustainable development, or you're having AI just developed for your own countries, or you just make money from AI. I think that's big decisions for humanity, which is essential. So 5 years ago, I started to work on ethics and governance of AI from a more technical point of view.
Arguably the top expert worldwide in both AI technology and the ethical use of artificial intelligence, Professor Zeng has traveled from the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing to UN headquarters in New York to help make the world safe from potential AI-created disasters. He's part of a relatively new high-level UN advisory board on artificial intelligence.
I need to train many AI researchers, engineers, that we deliver the right vision for them on AI for good. Not AI for money, not AI for military use, which may bring us, catastrophic risks for humanity. So I think I've been very grateful to be involved in many early work on ethics of AI in China. We actually perceive AI really serving for global good in a way that China finds its position to contribute to this global story and global effort. I'm from China, but I don't work only for China. I think this is the vision, the value, because we only have 38 members in the working group, so actually none of us can really only represent your own country. Instead, you represent expert knowledge across different disciplines, but we work for the whole of humanity.
The United Nations high-level body on AI may result in a new UN agency designed to guide the countries of the world in the safe implementation of artificial intelligence. Professor Zeng says the immediate danger of AI is that people are easily fooled by it.
It's an information processing machine, but we cannot say it understands what it is doing. When you ask questions to them, they say, oh, I think, I suppose, I would suggest. But actually underlying the machine, there's no I, there's even no me. But as a general public, when you are talking to these machines, you just feel that, okay, now I'm getting some suggestions, maybe from a human or maybe from a responsible agent that can actually take some responsibilities, but actually they cannot. They make a lot of mistakes that humans never make.
So mistakes happen that set back the UN goals of gender and racial equality, like facial recognition systems that make more mistakes when encountering people of color and women.
And then people were talking about the idea of not having the human in the loop, to have something like the lethal autonomous weapons, which is horrible and disaster to humanity. You have machines to make autonomous decisions, fully autonomous decisions in wars, which will of course cause catastrophic risk. You don't really have truly intelligent machines. They are actually horrible to make the right decisions.
In 30 years, AI will be downright dangerous.
The long-term challenge would really be that what if a machine can really think, and they could eventually get some reflexive thinking, saying that why humans are making these rules for me to obey. How about I change some of the rules for human to obey? I think that's the real challenge eventually to the human society. And for the long term, of course, if the machines, they feel that humans take too much resources on the earth, so they will find their way actually to use more resources so that they can grow, and then they will limit humans' way of using the resources on the earth. So I think that's something we have to get prepared.
For now, the UN high-level advisory body will likely propose an agency that fuses government with giant commercial AI companies, encouraging them to do something they haven't done enough of: sharing their technology for the goals of sustainable development, medicine, and education around the world.
When I was actually interacting with my international colleagues, they were always saying, although we're very different, I still wanted to collaborate with you. And I was like, can I just stop where you feel we're totally different? Because I don't think we're that different. So this is why I feel that AI can also be used for cultural interactions, to connect people instead of disconnect people. And in many cases, there are competitions over these technologies across different countries. One of the examples would be that for some of the countries, they're really strong in developing AI hardware, so they don't want others to lead. So they just simply don't want their hardwares to be delivered to these countries, which I think is kind of limited view in a way that I think what we think is really a global opportunities to use these AI infrastructures to provide services in different geolocations.
Professor Zeng says the answer may also come from scrapping the current data-driven model for building AI processing machines and moving to a new kind of AI technology, one based on the way the human brain acquires both knowledge and empathy for others at the same time.
It's also a very important topic in China when we are talking about potentials to replace the current paradigm of AI. Actually, there are very specific and clear mechanisms that you can learn from neuroscience. And then you bring these understanding from the human brain when they're learning to the machine learning models to create brain-inspired AI. So if the machine can learn in a human way, just like how babies are learning at first point, what we call embodied AI, I think we get an opportunity to teach AI how to grow to be a moral AI. For me, as a scientist myself working on technical AI, I just feel that if we are not really understanding the human intelligence in a very deep way, and then you're creating AI, you just ignore billions of years of evolution and how the environment, the ecology, shape the human brain and shape the society as we are for now. So we have to get prepared. Later is too late.
And here's something you don't often hear from a renowned AI expert. Use it sparingly.
I would say that AI, of course, it's a great tool, maybe if it's safe enough. While on the other side, I just feel that in many cases, maybe we don't need AI. The world, the human society is quite fine without AI at the very beginning. So we need to use AI proportionally in a way that if we feel that by using AI, they could get positive results, then try it. Otherwise, for those jobs that would be quite fine for human to do it, and you don't have any limitations for using human to do it, just keep it as it is. I think as an AI expert, myself, technical expert, I would say I don't like AI to be everywhere. I just want it to be, used when necessary.